Hello and welcome to Second Chance Sunday. How on earth are you? Oh, we have got some treats for you today. Let me tell you, if we've not met before, hi, my name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky, and we are pre-recording this show. So that means that although you can chat in the comments amongst yourselves, we will not be able to answer them because this is filmed in the past. But do still get in contact, and we love to natter, absolutely. And don't worry, I am not alone. I have got a lovely lady who's going to give us a sneak peek of some of the treats that are on today. It's the lovely Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Good morning. Well, morning, afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So yes, absolutely. We've got a stonking wealth and plethora of gorgeousness for you tonight. And these are absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to give you a little taste because we've got that much on. I don't know how we're going to squeeze it all in. But these are the fabulous. And I was lucky enough to launch these, Becky. These were absolutely fabulous, gorgeous Christmas layering scene stamps. Absolutely beautiful. This is one that I'm going to be doing today, but again, there's lots and lots of images, and the things that about this, what really appeals to me is that it's one of those that gives that real true 3D feel through the method of stamping, and stamping is one of those gorgeous crafts that anybody can do, Becky. So that's one of the things that we've got coming up. Talking of stamps, we've got also as well the lovely mini collage stamps, which again, incredibly versatile and very easy to use. And again, you can make some really nice, simple, sweet cards, but look really, really stunning when you use them and bring them all together. Now, one of the other launches that I got to do was the beautiful Christmas tags. Now, I love a tag. I absolutely love a Christmas tag. I don't know about you, Becky, but I absolutely love tags. And I know our Joe does too. But tags can be used in so many ways, not just how you think. So bookmarks, so you can make your bookmark ones with these. You can do cards and gift tags, obviously, for obvious reasons. But then you can adapt them. And you can go back and check that show out, which was the launch on Tuesday at 3 p.m, just in case you want to go back and check that show where there's lots of other things. But this is one of the ones that I'm going to be doing in today's show. And again, that lovely idea is that this can be now given as a card, but then you've got this lovely bookmark afterwards, which I just think is a great idea. Now also, I love a bit of a kinetic movement kind of card, my kind of thing. So this is the amazing, and they are amazing, the Advanced Twist and Pop, but in the Christmas style. So again, you can see on the outside of the card looks absolutely beautiful, but then when you open it up, Becky, you ready?
Yeah.
Pow!
Woo!
Look at that. Pow! It's a real gorgeous card. That just goes, woohoo! I love it. Look, it just looks amazing every single time. So we're going to walk you and talk you through that. And then also, we've got a couple, I want to say returning favourites, but these are just absolutely fabulous, which are those gorgeous creator card dies that create these two fabulous shapes. So you have your fancy apron, which can be made into either a man's apron or a woman's apron, but absolutely gorgeous. And I do love this one. This one is that beautiful mix of that food mixing, and it's one of those old-fashioned ones for me, Becky. Do you know those old-fashioned true good mixers? And this is absolutely fabulous. So these are also available on the show, and then lots of other things, Becky. So I'm going to get myself all ready to get kick-started with what is going to be an amazing show.
That sounds just wonderful. Let me tell you, we haven't just got those treats. I've got some sneaky treats, including mystery treats. Now, the fact of the matter is, if you've been thinking of getting yourself a die cutter, maybe you've already got one you want to upgrade possibly to a Gemini, let me tell you, the Gemini Junior is on an amazing offer for you today. So the Gemini Junior, nice and compact in size, so even if you've only got a small crafting area, you're going to love this. Comes with all of the cutting plates that you're going to need, and it comes with something extra special. Today, as part of our treasure and our treat, we're going to be bringing to you a mystery bag. Now, the mystery bag is filled with goodies. So many goodies that monetary value wise, you are saving way over £100. There's even a product in here that should be £30 by itself. You're getting that and stack loads more, all of this today, because it is the last chance for our wonderful, in for a pound, in for a penny. So that means that you're buying the die cutter, you're getting a bit of a discount deal there anyway, aren't you? I would normally expect it to be more, but for a penny only, you are getting a mystery bag stacked full of things. I'm not allowed to show you anymore. I won't show you anymore. So we have got all of that coming up for you. If you want to treat yourself, now is your chance. This has been a massive product for this last few weeks, so it's your final chance to grab it as the last day of the event. Shall we get crafting? What are we up to now, Debbie?
Well, I thought I'd tell you all about that, Gemini Junior, because I know that we have new viewers all the time, people who sometimes sit on the fence. Do I need a new machine? Do I need an electronic cutting machine? Absolutely you do. And if you look at about those 5-star reviews that are all over, you can search the internet, you'll see just how fabulous the Gemini family really is. And no exception when it comes to the Junior. Now, if you know our Craig as much as we all know and love our Craig, he adores the Junior, and it's the one machine that he uses the whole time. It is a smaller in footprint size, so you know, your space wise it's a smaller machine than the Pro and the original, but this is a 9x6 plate, so it's still quite a substantial size when it comes to using the dies, and I'm going to be using it throughout the show today to show you that. But absolutely fantastic. It is electronic and die cutting, so it just not only die cuts, embosses as well, but it's, for me, it's the pressure. There is no, it's unrivaled. Let me just tell you, Becky, unrivaled pressure when it comes to our machines, and it's a very simple, easy thing to do. You plug it in at the back, right at the very back there is the little cable, there is a little flicker switch on the back as well. You have the buttons too as well. This for me is what really did it for me, Becky. No combinations and no heavy combination plates, but lots of easy things to be able to use, and again, a very simple 3-button switch. So you switch that on, illuminates in our beautiful branded colour there. You've got your play pause button, which means when you start your machine you can pause it at any time, which for me is a real godsend, and I absolutely love that. And you can resume the play, as in you can carry on bringing those plates through, or you can use it with your reverse function. So if you're only going to use a tiny proportion of your plate, you don't have to send your plate the whole way through, you can actually bring it back as well. So that is your reverse function. It is a nice sturdy still, it's still a sturdy machine. You've got your legs on the bottom that hold it into place. Now I know you think that's probably, well, why is it so special with that one? It means your machine doesn't bounce all over the counter, that's what it means, and it does mean that it stays nice and put there. But I'm going to put it through its paces to show you about that unrivaled pressure, and it really truly is. So I'm going to start with a little bit different. I'm going to start with the embossing. Normally I start with the intricate die, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to mix it up a little bit and we'll do the embossing. Now another thing you don't have to worry about is the fact that you get all the plates. You don't have to go out and buy them extras or extra special ones or different ones. You just get everything that you need with it, and an instruction manual. Now when it comes to embossing, it's very simple, and please do, like I say every single time, when you get a machine, get to know your machine, learn your machine, go through little stages, have a little play, and basically do what I'm going to do today to show you exactly how easy this is to use. When it comes to standard embossing, now embossing, I am meaning with embossing folders, so the plastic ones. And again, you've got that fabulous deal that's on today, lots of things. And there's also a little starter kit in there to get you started too, which is another little added bonus. But when it comes to standard embossing for any company's embossing folders, not just ours, because there's lots of other companies out there, you just need your 2 clear cutting plates. I've chosen some beautiful, I'm going to say encapsulated, but it's not encapsulated, it's always the mirror card. I like thinking, Becky, I can't remember what it's called at this time. It is just a lovely coated mirror card. So your 2 clear cutting plates are the only things that you need for your embossing, and you run that through your plate. Now that's a 5x7 in size, and you can see it fits on there absolutely perfectly. Then I'm going to show you a little bit of 3D embossing as well, and then we'll move on to that die cutting too. But the embossing detail on this, Becky, is what stands it out from any other machine. It's the fact that there is no sweet points, no missed areas. It is edge-to-edge technology, and look how gorgeous that is. It's just absolutely incredible, and you can see that beautiful emboss, and it's transformed that piece of mirror card into something really, really pretty to use. Now, I did say I would just cover the 3D element, moment, because we have lots of different embossing folders. We've got standard, we've got 3D, we've got cut and emboss folders. Now 3D folders are slightly thicker, so they're made of a thicker plastic because of that extra depth and dimension that you have with a 3D embossing folder. So you have to tweak it up a little bit, but in your booklet, if you look at your instruction booklet, it does explain a little bit more. Now I've taken some more gorgeous mirror card, and I've chosen one of my absolute all-time favourites embossing folders, and it honestly, Becky, this is just divine. So I'm going to pop that on there. Now I'm just going to use one of the clear cutting plates this time, and I'm going to bring in two of the other plates that we've got, which is clear cutting plate, your embossing folder with your material in there, then you're going to place on the magnetic shim, and finally you're going to pop as the top plate your plastic shim. What I will just say is, whenever you're using your machine, please don't use things like your rubber embossing mat or your metal shim as the top plate, because you'll end up ruining them when you put them through. So just remember, it's your cutting plate or your plastic shim, depending on what you're using. But again, you're just going to put that through, and then that is then going to show, again, we're going to show you that edge-to-edge technology that you've got with embossing as well, which is just incredible. So when I take this off now, look at that, beautiful. Ooh. And I mean, that really is truly gorgeous. And again, you can see there isn't any points where it's missed, and it's got that gorgeous, beautiful embossed detail on there. So again, that's just showing you that capability, that power of the machine, which is just phenomenal. But I am really going to put it through its paces now, because I have chosen one of my all-time favourite dies. I'll use this so many times. I'll never tire of using it. It's one of our old creator cards. But when you think about all the dies that we bring out as a company, there's going to be like a lot that are going to be able to go through your Gemini Junior. So I have taken again, and I've gone with a bit more challenging card, because I've gone with the coated cardstock, which is that lovely mirror card. I'm going to pop my die down onto there, Becky. Okay. Now, with it being an intricate die, you can introduce your metal shim. So this is when you can bring in your metal shim. So I'll do it, showing it this way, where you pop your metal shim face down onto the cutting plate, then your die with your chosen material. So in this case, my I want to keep saying metallic. I don't know what's wrong with it today, Becky.
Mirror card.
It's not metallic card. I suppose
it's not.
It's not far off.
No, it's not. We know what you mean.
You do. Mirror card. I'm seeing a problem with that word today. And then we're going to pop on our plastic shim, our netting shim, and then lastly, we're going to use our other cutting plate, and we're going to run that through again. Now, like I did say, the beauty is that you can stop that at any time.
Yep.
And you can resume it at any time. I mean, how good's that?
So doorbell goes.
Yep, doorbell. Yep, absolutely. You need a quick swig, and you don't want to be out, it's a quick swig of coffee. I meant. Of course. Oh, dear me.
No one noticed.
Well, I suppose it really depends on the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah, depends what time
I don't know if you can see there, Becky, but can you see all those lovely cut pieces? Absolutely beautiful. But there's a lovely feature to this, which is just what I want to explain. So I'm going to move out our metal shim for a second. I'm going to now bring in the rubber embossing mat, because there's a lot of dies that are out on the market, not just us, that have the embossed feature to it. So when you've done the die cut piece, take the metal shim out, take the magnetic shim out, and what you're going to do is face it the upside down, I want to call it now, where we're going to pop our rubber mat onto the top, our plastic shim. We are not using the magnetic one, so you're going to place that to one side, and then we're going to bring in this, and this just shows you that embossed detail. And there are a lot of dies in our range, not only our range, in other companies' ranges, that have this feature on a die that sometimes we forget about, and that is the difference between embossing with plastic shims and embossing with dies. So it's always good to show you, so you show you the difference. Now you take that off, and not only is that just given, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tap. Oh. Give it a good
You've
old
had
whack.
your Weetabix.
But what you've got now, I don't know if we can challenge our lovely Adam to come in here. Not only has it done all that beautiful die cut, let me grab a piece of white cardstock behind it, Adam, for you. Or is it, let me just let me pop that behind the back. so that you can come
Oh,
in
looks
close
great.
and have a look at this. That's how beautiful it's die cut, but can you see all the beautiful embossed details on the florals?
Yeah.
And on the butterfly wings, can you see how gorgeous does that look? And that for me makes this machine, honestly, when I say this, I genuinely mean it, Becky. It's the phenomenal pressure of the machine that really does make it stand out. Now, not only does it do embossing and die cutting, and when I say die cutting and embossing, that's a very intricate one, but it also does things like materials as well, which if you like to dabble with a little bit of mixed media or in sewing, this is going to be the perfect machine for you too. And our Bernie, she loves her Gemini, and absolutely you can do it to cut all your materials out as well. So I've brought in the very famous leather that we love to use here, but love the smell of this leather. Oh, it's just so nice. It's such a lovely leather. But I just want to show you again that pressure of the machine. So I'm going to bring back in my magnetic shim for a second, Becky. I'm going to pop that down onto there. I've got this is a multimedia die, and again in your starter kit you're actually getting a multimedia die. So that's going to cover that little place for you to try, and again just cut up some of your old jeans or your old leather trousers or dishcloths. I love that one, Becky.
Leather trousers.
Back in the day, back in the 80s, back in the 80s, I did have a pair of leather trousers.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah, you could be cutting up all sorts. Just make sure the things that you don't wear now, that's all I'm going to say. You don't want little bits of chunks missing out of your legs and other areas. So, but then we're just going to pop on our plastic shim and then our other top cutting plate, and we're going to run that through as well. And this again is showing you that power of the machine. It's a very sleek in design, it's compact in space as well, but it is one of those machines that is just absolutely, like I said, it's unrivaled pressure. And like our Sarah always says, a hot knife through butter. Let me just hold that there for you. You can see just how crisp and clean that has cut out of that genuine leather. Then you can do things like embossing that too, because that will emboss as well. Now, not only does it cut out things like leather, but it also cuts out lots and lots of material. So I've took a wad, and I was going to count it before the show, but then I thought, oh, forget it. I'll put it through its paces. But just whack it through, Debbie. But I've got some multiple layers of material, and again, I've got one of my multimedia dies, or one of the sewing dies, which means if you're a quilter or anything like that, you can really take the, the effort and time of having to cut all of those out individually. Now, it's exactly the same plate combination, so I'm actually cutting into that metal shim. We can hear it working. Can you hear it, Becky?
Yeah.
Pouring it through its paces. This machine is very clever. You've got optical sensors in there as well as manual sensors, and it's a very clever machine. And if for whatever reason it doesn't like the sandwich combination that you've chosen, do not worry, is all I'm going to say.
Great.
Now look at that again, that hot knife through butter, all those through there, and then look how many. Shall we count them, Becky?
Oh, go on.
Let's see if we can count how many I've actually cut there. So we've got one. Oh no, there's two there. I thought there were one. We've got two. Let's see if I can get... come on, Debbie, come on. I know you've got silly TV nails on. Let me grab the poke tool. Let's see if I can just separate those, because Debbie can't seem to do it with her own fingernails at the minute. There we go. There is two. I thought there were two, Becky. I thought I was going daft. So we've got 1, 2. Let's have a look how many more we've got on there. Oh, my days. I think we've got 3, 4. How many more? So let's... 5. 6.
There's another.
Oh, there's 2 more. 7, 8. Oh, look at that, Becky. Now, that is just showing you, it may be smaller in size, but it would not have the name Gemini in front of it if it couldn't do all the things that the large one or the Pro could do. It is such a fabulous machine. So I've shown you just in a very, very quick demo how to emboss with a standard embossing folder, how to emboss with 3D, how to die cut and emboss with a metal die. I've done the leather, and then we've done those multiple layers of fabric just to show you how incredible this machine actually is, because it is a phenomenal machine. And I can hand on heart tell you, since the day I started using the Gemini machine, this is my go-to machine. I got rid of every other machine that I owned, and I even got rid of my very faithful trusty first machine when I was doing my clean out of my craft room. I actually donated it because I thought, do you know what, Debbie, you're never going to use it. It was gathering dust. Because in the 5 years that I've owned my Gemini, I have never looked back. It never lets me down. It never fails. The consumable part are the plates, but the machine itself is the bit that's going to last you a lifetime. It really, truly is. It's an absolutely fantastic machine that ticks all the boxes in my eyes. And what a great deal it is in the event that we've got going off this week.
It
Amazing.
really is sensational. Thank you so much for talking us through that. You know, Debbie's been very honest and said that she has had her other machines. This is the one that she's opting for, and it is for all of those reasons and more. So today, you can finally get your hands on this powerful machine, but you're also going to be getting a massive mystery set of goodies. All of the goodies you're going to get in this bag will work with the machine, okay? So you know that as soon as you get the machine, not only are you going to get the added treats, the plates, the dies that you get in the actual box, you're getting extra goodies, and today they're all for just £1. You are saving over you're getting over £100 or over $125 worth of goodies in this. So today is your day to really seize the moment, and I've got some little treats that you could use with it as well. The Twist and Pop collection. Now, if you've not seen these before, prepare to be wowed. This is an element in your designs that you can use with your Junior that will create wow factor. I mean, if I show you this one, just check this out. So imagine this is the inside of your card and you open it up and pop! Look at that, isn't that just magnificent? This one here is your Christmas celebrations. Oh, it's a cracker, this one. Oh, my director Adam, that was so bad, I loved it. I've also got for you in this range one that we're calling the Winter Forest. I love the elegance of this, and what I would say with this one, when I'm looking at it, anyone else thinking that could also be doable for weddings? You think about the two doves coming together, you could easily lose that on your wedding cards. We've got your Santa hat next. I think these are so cute because I'm imagining that maybe on the inside of an invite for a Christmas party, or maybe you could colour these in different colours. You could do it kind of because they remind me a little bit of the Seven Dwarfs hats, so you could colour them in different colours. There's loads you could do with those. This one is exceptional, a forest full of Christmas trees, including that centralised one there with the star upon it. Not stopping there though, in this one too, we're bringing you that incredible Star of Bethlehem. Now this one's a different one. It pops and twists in the opposite direction. So this one's great maybe for your cards which are longer than they are shorter, if that makes sense. And then finally, we've got your present. This again all year round. That in the middle of a birthday card or a leaving card or a congratulations on your promotion card is going to be exceptional. And it's all due to that mechanism within there. So all of these ones, you're going to get 14 elements in total. And today, the price on screen is knock your socks off, sensational. If you do want to seize the moment, you know how to get us, right? It's crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu, depending on where you're coming from. This is really special chance for you to seize the moment. And I love how these are very festive, but actually you can make them quite all-roundy if you wanted to. So it is your chance to seize the moment. If you do want to get the mechanism as well, I have got that coming up for you later. So do just make sure that you have got that. If not, don't worry, it's coming up for you very, very soon. It is the final chance for our in for a penny, in for a penny, in for a pound opportunity. So just make sure you're seizing the moments on these, because you're saving nearly £20 or nearly $20 on this one. It is your time to received that fabulous one. But as it's Second Chance Sunday, it's definitely your time to be quick off the mark if you do want to get it. It is lovely being with you today. We've got so many more crafts still to come, and we have got more from the fabulous Debbie. Do not forget also that we have had, one thing I will mention is we have had the Junior with the mystery bag on offer throughout this In for a Penny, In for a Pound event. So fingers crossed we have still got it in at this point, but if we have, do remember you'll only have a few more hours left on that opportunity, so do get shopping and checking out those baskets. So I know I'm dying as well to get some more fabulous demonstrations from Debbie. So should we talk about these fabulous twist and pops?
Oh, they are incredible. I was just going to grab a couple of samples just to show you how fabulous these work. But they are beautiful, Becky. And when you think of that wow factor when you open these up, these just are, they're absolutely fabulous. They really truly are. So you can decorate the outsides of your card that looks just absolutely fabulous, and when your recipient gets hold of it, they're going to be like, oh, what's inside? And that is when they get that wow factor, because that for me is just something absolutely beautiful. And I love how Cara's done this one, because she's actually matched papers up that match the design of the Christmas trees there running through the centre, and it's that lovely wow factor that you get. I'll show you a couple more. Becky, look at this one. Look at this one. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. It's just absolutely beautiful. What's in this one? I'm having a nosy through because I get so excited myself. But again, this lovely wow factor when you open it up. I mean, it looks incredible on the outside, but it's the minute you go inside and see that, it's just incredible. Let's have a look at one more. What's inside this one? Is this one in there? Is there? Oh, hang on a minute. That might be a wrong one. Let me just have a little peek in there. Oh, look how beautiful that one is as well. They're all incredible, Becky. But I think what I'll do is, rather than keep showing you samples, I will show you how you put them together. So, I've actually got the twist and pop mechanism, because that's an additional one that you're going to need. But the actual design of them, and I'm going to use the Santa's hats, because they are so super cute. The lovely thing about this is that not only do you get the dies, and again you can see the die, self-explanatory, you've got the outside edge die, and then you've got the decorative element inside, but you also have, Becky, the instructions. So we're not leaving you empty-handed. You get the die, you don't know what you're doing with it. You're actually getting hold of all the things that you do to make the mechanism, the pictures, the words, and then everything that you need to do and how to attach your, to your card and things like that. So again, it is really nice and easy to use. So I'm going to bring in the mechanism part first, because we need that mechanism part. And this twist and pop mechanism is probably one of the simplest dies that we do. And you simply place that over. I'm just going to grab a little bit of low tack tape just for a second, hold that down. We're going to run that through. So we're going to take our plates again and run that through, and it fits perfectly on the Gemini Junior plate as well, Becky. So what we're going to do is place these onto the top and run that through. It is just a standard thin metal die combination. So run that through, and then we'll do the Santa's hats, which again, like I said, super cute. I love the idea of a Santa's hat in the middle of a card. I think it's really lovely.
Sweet.
Absolutely. So when we take that off, and I'm just going to move that for a second, Becky. Very easy to do. Let's just pop that down. Now, the idea behind this, you have the die cut, but then you've got the score line. So you've got one running through the centre, and then like a crisscross into the middle. You're going to need your bone folder for this part, Becky, but all you're doing is you're folding it into the centre, so you fold it in on itself. You need to make sure that these parts are nice and crisply burnished. And by that, I mean, I'm going to do on both sides so that you've got that lovely crisp burnish on both sides. So that's the first part. Then we're going to turn to that first centre cross. We're going to do exactly the same. So we're going to give it a nice burnish. And then the other side as well. So you bring in this one in. And this is when again, you can use your instructions for this part, but it's a simple combination of pushing it in. It's like giving it a little, I call it a little cradle. Debbie gave it a really good word how to use it. You grab both ends and pinch them in and bring it forward onto yourself like a little house. Can you see?
Yes.
Now, didn't that do that really easy? And the reason it did, Becky, is because I had those burnished properly, but I like to give it an extra bit of a burnish so that when you do come to getting that twist and pop in the centre, if you make sure that this bit's done right, and make sure those pieces don't flap over. So I always describe this because it looks like a little TP entrance, but it also looks like a little skirt with legs. Can you see it? Yeah? And just making sure that the leg bits aren't crossed over, so make sure they just meet in the middle, and believe you me, it will make the world of difference when you get that bit right for the opening of your mechanism.
Brilliant.
So that's the easy part. The next bit is the fun bit, and this is the Santa's hat. So I'm going to move the mechanism out of the way, we don't need that now. So we're going to bring in the Santa's hats. Like I said to you, this comes in 2 parts, this, Becky. So we have got, and let's just bring this in for a second. I'll use my craft card for the base, so I'm going to pop that down onto there.
Okay.
And let me grab again. What have I done with my low tack tape? I did it a minute ago. What have I put? Oh, it's
behind
I put
you.
it behind me, Becky, behind me. So I'm just going to hold that down into place there. And then I'm going to use some, I'm going to say red Centura Pearl, but it's one from the pads that I had. And I'm going to put my Santa's hats just onto there. And we're going to hold that down. And then again, this will fit onto the Gemini Junior. So if you're treating yourself to that Gemini Junior deal, all you're going to do is you're just going to run them through. And if you have got the larger machine, of course you can put those on you two at the same time, but we're just going to do this one at a time, and you can see that that just fits onto there perfectly. And again, it's the thin metal die combination that we're going to use to cut that out, run that through, and then we'll repeat that with the second piece as well. And as simple as that, Becky, really easy. It's so easy to do. A lot of people think that it's a lot harder than it is, and it's not at all. So when we take that out, we've then got our piece there. So let me just take me low tack tape off carefully, Debbie, carefully, not like a band-aid. There we go, pull it towards you, that's it, pull it towards you. So that's that outside part done, there we go. Move the waist bit, we don't need that. Pop that back on there. And then we're going to do the same with the Santa's hats. So pop that on, and again you can see it fits perfectly onto that plate. This is a 9x6 plate, but these dies will fit through your Gemini Junior.
That's great.
The only ones that probably won't fit, well, definitely won't fit through, is your Mini.
Yes.
Mini or the Gemini Go, but any machine upwards, so your Gemini Midi or your Gemini Junior or your large Geminis, of course, it will go through as well.
That's great.
It is fabulous. So then we've got the outside parts. I'll remove those, and then when you take this off as well, come on Debbie, remember, not like a band-aid, pull that down. There we go. And I'm just going to take these pieces out. Now I actually use this twice, because those lovely pieces there you're going to be able to use again, and I'll show you that in a minute, Becky, what I mean by that. Okay. So I'm just going to give it a little tap, because that is the Santa's hats that fit onto there, but I want my little white feature, do you know, in the centre there. So when you cut it through again, in white, you save all these pieces. Do you know these pieces here?
Like the rim and the bubbles.
Yeah. So you're going to save all those pieces. I'm going to save that for another one, but I've already pre-done some. She says in her little messy corner here. Debbie, where have you put them? I threw them down, Becky, when I was getting ready. That's what I did.
You did a brilliant job of clearing your craft room, though. So,
thank you.
So I didn't know whether you'd be now really everything in its place, but clearly you haven't changed that much, which we love.
No, some things can't. I said all week I've been trying to be good all week, and I knew that this would happen. I'm looking for a dotty tape pen, Becky. We seem to have run out of the dotty tape pens. Let me see if I've got one in my bag. Yes, I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach this part to the base part. There is actually some score lines in there as well. Now, be very difficult to pick it up on the camera, but you'll see it in a moment. But what I'm going to do before I actually do that is I'm going to just stick all this piece together. Okay. So I'm just going to use, and the reason I'm using my dotted tape pen is obviously you've got these lovely delicate pieces here. And I say delicate, I just mean the finer ones. You of course can use things like tacky glue in your decanted bottles that you could do to stick that onto there. Great. But for now I'm just going to place that over, and you'll see that it fits just nice and neatly into that part. And then I'm going to bring in all the extra bits, and I've just found them, Becky. Let me just move these out of the way and get them in here, because I'm going to stick all of those bits in as well. And that bit will give me, and I'll bring in my little bottle now for a second. I'm going to pop all these into each one so that you'll see that it fits back in there, and it gives you that illusion of the proper Santa's hat, if that makes sense.
So would you suggest using your tacky glue for this section as opposed to?
You could do, or you could run it through your Xyron if you've got your little, your Xyron machine. You could pop it through there, so you could do that too. Let me just pass out with my pokey tool for a sec. Oh, Debbie, come on, girl. You've been doing so well all week. You need to get back into that. You said you were going to. I've been promising myself I'm going to keep nice and clean craft room. Clean. We were trying to work this out the other day. Clean. Is it clean? Clean mind? No, clean. Clean space, clean. There is a saying.
Yeah, there is.
We were saying this the other day.
Tidy
space,
house, tidy mind, or something.
That's something like that. Yeah, me and Ben were trying to work it out the other day, and we kind of got stuck on there. But yeah, I know what I mean. So yes, I need to bring it into work as well when I'm doing this. But I'm just going to pop all these pieces back in for a second, and that was all. Let me just make sure that's the right one. Yes, it is. But can you see the illusion that it gives now? Of course, you could colour it in. You could colour these little pieces in. Oh, do you know what would look really nice?
Go on.
Faux snow.
Oh,
pop your tacky glue in and put your faux snow in. Oh, that'd look lovely.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
Or what about glitter? Bit of glitter in there as well. That would look nice.
Yeah, that'd be really cute. You could even do it in like a white felt, couldn't you?
Oh, I love that idea as well, Becky.
Because obviously the Gemini has the power to cut through it, but also it will be fluffy like the actual hats, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea as well. Right, so this one will go in there. So I'm just going to pop my glue in. And that one in there as well, because I think that's the. Oh, is there a? Oh, I've got a little one missing.
Oh yeah.
Never mind, Becky. I might have to just miss that one because I've either knocked it on the floor or I forgot to.
You've got it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. This one is this one. Can you wait a minute? Let me get the right way around, Debbie. Right way around. No. There you go. That one fits into there. Yeah, I've just got this one missing. Oh, what did you do with it, Debbie? Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to worry too much. Can't really see, can you?
No, we know.
No, we can't see that little bit.
We get it.
Now, I'm talking about those score lines. This is when you're going to bring your scoreboard in, because what you want to do now, Becky, is use your scoring. Let me get my scoring tool out for a second.
Okay.
You want to give these again that little extra burnish, the score line. Yeah. So you're going to go over that area. This is when having a black line through the middle of your scoreboard is going to really help. It really is.
Yeah.
Because these are the bits that are going to do that, the kinetic movement part. So again, I'm just going to give that a nice little fold over, and I'm just going to go over that one too. So let's bring that one in.
And you're just following the score lines that have been put in by the die.
Yeah, and you'll see that on there. So I just want to give it the extra score line, literally just to give it that extra movement and that kinetic feel a lot easier when you're using this. So again, I'm just going to go over those. So that's the only time you're going to bring your scoreboard in. And then you've got the, this way, I'm just going to start with the middle bit, into that middle part, and give that a nice burnish. Make sure all your pieces are dry. That's the top tip I'm going to give you. Make sure your pieces are dry before you do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give it a nice little burnish again. You can see I've not let that one dry enough there, but not to worry. And then again, folding this in. So that one's going to go up in the valley part, and these are going to come in on themselves. And again, you want to make sure that you've got them nice and burnished to give that nice movement. And then this one as well is also going to go into Becky. So, and again, just give it a nice little burnish. And so now what you've got is that movement. Can you see there?
Yes.
Perfect. So I have got card. There we go. I'm going to do all the decoration parts. So this is the bit that you're now going to do the decorating with. And I've got all my little pieces here, Becky. So I'm going to bring in my glues just to get all these panels stuck together.
Lovely.
I'm going to have it on the inside. I want to decorate the inside. And then we'll put the mechanic part, or the Mechanism. I struggle with that word every single time. I struggle with that word, and I don't know why I struggle with it. But I'm just going to do all the decorating bits. Oh, I think I might need some glue as well. I seem to have been running out of everything today. Right, so I'll pop that onto there. And they're going to sit on the inside of my card. So I'm going to just put those onto the inside too. There we go. There we are.
And you don't put too much of the glue on, do you?
No. And there's a reason why, Becky. It spreads, so it spreads out. So when you're just bringing your glue in, there's no need to go mad and put loads absolutely everywhere. The only thing I'm struggling with at the minute is that I may need another glue, because this one is on its last legs. And I don't have a spare one, so I'm just wondering if our lovely Jake's in, or is he in later, just to grab hold of some all-purpose glue. I need another. Thank you.
We'll grab
They're
some.
Great in the gallery, aren't they? We've got our lovely Erin and our lovely Adam looking after us today. I'm also going to decorate the outside of the card, Becky, so that's my inside part done.
Beautiful.
And then I want to decorate the outside as well. So I've got some more contrasting ones here. I think I got this from Miss Santa's Kitchen, if I remember rightly.
Right.
I think it's Miss Santa's Kitchen paper pad.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm just going to pop that on there, that panel, and then that is going to stick on the outside as well. Thank you very much. She's such a good girl. She's just fabulous, Erin. She's looking after, holding the reins. The lady in charge today, our lovely Erin, and then we've got our lovely Adam as well, who's looking after us too. So that is the outside and the inside part done.
Lovely.
And I'm just going to give that a little workout there, she says in me. Now I'm going to bring back in, there it is. I'm bringing back in my little piece here. Now, these bits are the bits that you're going to look at when you take hold of your little booklet to help you put this together, because there's a couple of ways you can do it. Now, I like to make sure when I'm doing this is that you remember where you're putting your glue. Now, I'm going to actually use for this one, because this is the kinetic parts. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to use some red liner tape for this bit. So I'm going to bring in a little pair of scissors. Let's pop my scissors. And I'm going to pop the red liner tape on the inside of this. And I'm going to put a little piece just there and a little piece at the top. There we go. And the reason I use red liner tape is, Becky, is it's a very super strong adhesive, this one. You could use your tape pens. Tape pens are, equally as good, but I prefer when I'm doing something kinetic that's going to hold a lot of things on there, because it's going to hold the Santa's hats in a minute.
Yes.
I prefer to have a red liner tape, and that's just my personal preference. But you can use, and if you've noticed, I've put one on this side and one on this side as well. But what we need to remember is where we're going to put the glue on the inside. So when you open up your mechanism,
oh,
I got that bit
you
right
did.
there. Yeah, mark it off to make it a bit easy for yourself. So grab yourself a little pencil and mark off a little bit there and this corner. So you've got your top right hand corner and your bottom left hand corner, and it's where you are going to pop the glue to hold the Santa's hats there as well, so that when you're doing this it pops out. And it just means it's a little bit easy until you get used to it. I would just give yourself a little visual of where you're actually popping that. And again, for me personally, I like to use a strong glue for this. But what you're going to do is, when you're popping that on, is no glue anywhere else other than just on here and just on here. So you don't want to be putting it up there, you don't want to be putting it here, you don't want to put it anywhere in the middle. Just remember, just in those corners there.
Okay.
And if you also remember, when you're popping this into the centre of the card, that you've got that cradle mechanism. The cradle mechanism.
You're testing yourself now.
Yeah, because that's how it's going to work. So it's going to sit. Now, this can go wherever you want. So if you were doing a different way, style of card, you just need to remember that it goes into that centre fold, if that makes any sense there.
Yes, I get you.
So before I actually do, I'm going to put mine into there. So I'm going to just pop this on, just to make it a little bit easier. Peel off this side. In fact, actually, do you know what, Becky?
Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to do it that way, and then I'm going to attach me Santa's hats afterwards.
Okay.
Just so that you can see that kinetic now. Another important bit. when you are taking the tip of there, you do not cross over the fold because it will make it really difficult to close. So you just want to drop it slightly, and I just say slightly below that fold line. And then just attach that, take off the tape on the other end. So if we just pop this on, take that off, and then close that up. And what you've got now, and I'll just give it a little burnish either side again. Still got me Santa's hats already, but what you've got is, and if you just open this up, you'll see that it opens up.
Yeah,
and because
great.
I haven't gone and left like the, you know, this for the up close to the fold, it means you get that lovely wow factor when you're popping this out.
Brilliant.
And that's just to show you how you get that little piece in there. And then of course you're just going to attach now your glue onto those two pieces. And I think, do you know what, Becky, I'm going to use a bit of red liner tape again. Let's use a bit of red liner tape. So I'm going to pop a little piece just onto there.
And if you were at home, would you use red liner tape as well, or would you use a different glue?
No, I probably would actually.
Yeah.
Me personally, but that's just my personal choice of glues there. But again, I always with red liner tape, I like to give it a little bit of an extra burnish too. And it just makes a difference, you know, because it's very static, it releases it very easy, right, quite easy. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to attach those two pieces. So I'm going to go onto the top and onto the bottom. There we go. And there you are. That is now that mechanism that you've got when you open. Doo-doo,
Woo!
doo-doo. There you go. So all the extra pieces now, Becky, that I've just done, and I'm just going to bring in, I have got a couple of pieces, so I say a couple of pieces, I've got Christmas greetings stamped on there. What else have I got to do the extra bits? I've got a little seasons part, so I'll pop that into that top corner. So we'll just get a little bit of glue onto there. But this is the decorate. This, honestly, this bit is just the what I call the titivation.
Yes.
You titivate it up, and you're just going to add all these extra pieces. So I've got seasons, and I'm going to have my greetings just on the bottom part here. You could mat and layer these, of course. Oh, actually, I think I did. Let me just have a look, see if I've still got my piece of paper. Yeah, we'll have that one going across. So let's pop that on. But like I said, this is the decorating part, Becky. You can add as much as you want, keep as clean and simple as you want. This bit is just the extra part that I like to just give it a little, like I said, a little bit of extra.
A little extra, yeah.
An extra bit of oomph. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to pop that in. Plus it gives it a little bit of contrast as well. It gives it a little bit of a pop on there.
That's true. Oh, I like how you've gone for the same colour and paper as you did on the outer side of it as well. It ties it in nicely.
Yes, yeah. And then on the front part, I can also pop on there. Let's grab another piece of craft card. So I'm going to just give this, which is that side, yeah. I love craft card. It's something I don't use enough of. And when I was cleaning the craft room out, I found a couple of little packets that I've forgotten I'd got.
Oh, brilliant.
I
love
know,
that.
honestly, it's been like an Aladdin's cave there.
Yeah.
I found all sorts in there. Paper pads that I've not had hold of for years. Dies that I've not seen for a long time. Embossing folders. Oh my goodness, do I love an embossing folder? Holy lovely.
Was there anything you'd completely forgotten about?
Yes, some dies.
Oh, really?
I'd forgotten about, yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Some dies that I'd forgotten about. They were boxes and bags, and they were all sorts, Becky. They were absolutely all sorts, but I've really enjoyed it. So as hard work as it was, and I literally, when I say I took 2 weeks off, I had 5 days in Bristol, half a day with the grandkids. Oh, that broke my heart. But the rest of the time was spent getting the craft room sorted. But it's been well worth it. It's been well worth it. So there you go. You've got your Christmas. It looks lovely. And again, you can add all your extra little bits that you want to. But when you open it up inside, it's that lovely ta-doo!
Yay!
I love the kinetic feature to it.
Brilliant.
And apart from adding a few gems, a few ribbons and things like that, you've got yourself a really good wow factor card. And for me, that is what I love about these. Every one of those designs, absolutely fabulous. It's a great price on today as well. And then don't forget, chuck your mechanism in there. If you've already got that though from the original time when we did the original launch of the everyday ones, you don't need to get that again because you've already got it.
done and dusted.
Just get your Christmas section.
Thank you so much for showing us that. If you want the wow factor, let me remind you what you've got in this really special one-off offer. It is your Christmas Advanced Twist and Fab Pops. And you can see you've got that beautiful Christmas cracker detail there. Then I'm bringing to you the two doves. I think this, as well as the likes of weddings, what about christening cards as well? It would be beautiful for a christening. So you've got this one. I've then got the Santa hats. This is the one that the lovely Deborah Robertson has just been working with. They're so fun if you do want to get those ones. And do think about using felt in there, or different fabrics could be great too. Then I'm bringing to you the Christmas trees, and the Christmas tree ones has got a lot of embossing on it, just to let you know. So each and every one of these has got that really lovely texture. You can see it great in the die. And again, as all the others, wow factor is most certainly present. Bringing to you the Bethlehem scene as well here with that huge star. This is the first of the one that is going to go the opposite direction. So this one's going portrait, and then the second and final one that goes portrait is the presents. Perfect for birthdays, Christmas and more. The full collection, you're buying 5, you're getting 1 for a penny, that's all. And if you're in the UK and you're thinking, hang on, I've not seen some of these, that's because we will have given you might have seen a couple on HSN, but they weren't the full collection. So now is your chance to get it. If you are brand new to this and you have been inspired by those wonderful Makes of Debbie's, let me remind you, you will need the mechanism. This is the element that gives you that pop finish. So this is your mechanism. If you've already got it, you bought it on launch, it's fine, it will still work with this, but now is your chance to grab that die, and it is obviously an essential to get that finishing detail. So it's $7.99 or $9.95 today. We have, of course, got our fabulous treasures of the show still to come, but for now, let me remind you of today's Get It Got It Good. So today's Get It Got It Good, we're bringing to you your Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends. If you've not worked with these before, you're going to love them, giving you a beautiful blend each time. You're getting the white stamping card with these and the vintage blend dual shades, saving 10% because you're getting the card for a penny. This is your opportunity to give them a go if you haven't yet, and it is a deal that's for now and now alone, so do seize the moment on that. We've got loads more demos still to come, and I do want to give you the opportunity to check out your baskets, especially as these deals, don't forget, are ending. It's the final day, so check out your baskets whilst we have a little nosy at our Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. We have got so much more to come for you, and you did have a sneak peek of one of Debbie's demos at the start using these. They are your Christmas layering scene stamps. Stamping is one of those mediums that anybody can get involved with, and it's one of those mediums that can just take your makes to the next level. With these, you're going to get a collection of your stamps that will literally layer up depending on the colours you're using to create a beautiful scene that may well take you hours, days, weeks even to actually sketch out yourself. I'm going to show you this collection because it is another mega saving on this. I'm bringing to you in here your piece on earth. So these are all the stamps you're going to be getting, and this is the kind of effect you can get. Isn't that next level? Not just in there, I've got the Joy to the World with that wonderful Bethlehem scene. Hey, imagine using this layered stamp with that stunning Bethlehem star that we did in the twist and pops. This would be a great front for it. Twist and pop it out. That's going to look incredible. I've got Let It Snow here. I adore this one because although of course it's Noel and it's Let It Snow, couldn't this be used all year round? Definitely. I'm thinking Father's Day cards. I'm thinking for those who love camping in the great outdoors. That's included as well. Then I've got your Jingle All the Way, and this one you've got Santa there on the rooftop taking off to deliver more presents. Definitely one for sort of Christmas tidings. Merry and Bright is another I'm bringing. Again, if you took out the Merry and Bright, this could definitely be an all year round. Maybe a moving card. Someone's moving to a new town. Maybe you're just sending someone a hello. A great all year rounder, that one. I have got Joy to you here, and this one really is joyous. I've got the lovely snowman here, which of course you can place anywhere in the scene. But if you take him out, you've just got the gorgeous church. You've got these young people playing in the park as well. It's going to be beautiful. Great idea for a wedding card, a christening card. You could use this for if you take out that snowman. It's a real beauty. And as well as all of that, you're getting 15 sheets of your card. This is your watercolour card that we're getting here. This whole pack is 1 penny, only, or 1 cent. So it is your last day of the in for a penny, in for a pound, final day of it. It's your last chance. Depending where you are in the world, you'll have mere hours to grab it. So seize the moment on any of these treats that you do fancy getting your hands on. These are your Christmas layering stamps, getting 51 elements and the added sheet for a penny. And now all you need is some inspiration, right? I've got just the lady for you. Let's head on over to see what Debbie's up to.
Oh, well, I launched these earlier on in the week and I absolutely love them. They're a fabulous design where you can create real beautiful depth and dimension with your stamps. And they are layering, so you literally layer them up. Very easy. This is one that I did actually in the show, Becky. So if you do want to go back,
it's lovely.
You are more than welcome to go back and check that show out because it's absolutely it was just a great show and we really enjoyed it. The designs are just beautiful, Becky. Every single one of these creates the most beautiful Christmas scene. I love this one. This one is a real big stellar of a card. Let me just show you. I'll hold that there so you can see there. That beautiful scene. Just, you know, they literally do lend themselves to any kind, shape of style card, whether it be home decor. I actually did a little wall hanging, a countdown to Christmas, but they're all beautiful designs, again because the stamps as well. Lots of ways you can use them, lots of inks you can use. And of course you can use opaque pigment ink pads, and you can add things like your clear, embossing powders to them and things like that. You can use your sticky ink and use them, all sorts of different colours, but they're so easy to use, and I'm going to show you exactly how easy these are to use, Becky. So let me just put those down there for a second. Now the stamps themselves, these are Photopolymer stamps. They're an incredible stamp, and they come to you, let me just take this off for a second. They come to you on this carrier sheet sheet with all these extra pieces. Now I'm going to use Over the Rooftops. This one has got 10 pieces to it. It's different 10 stamps that you're going to be able to layer up and create this scene. Now the top tip that I'm going to give you is that when you look at your packaging, you're going to see these images on the bottom, and this is telling you how to layer these scenes up to create that beautiful scene. What it also does, and very cleverly so as well if I may add, is that when you want to create this layered look, you need to take and choose colours that will work. And when I say that, Becky, I mean you need a light, a medium, and a dark, because the background is going to be the lightest, and then you're going to bring it into the forefront with the darkest and very, very dark at the very forefront to create that depth and dimension.
Great.
And this is why these on here, if you're looking at them, you'll think, well, that's a light green, that's a dark green, and that's black. It gives you that indication of what to use, so you'll never go wrong. You will always get it right. So bearing that in mind, I've chosen some colours, and I've gone with a few here, and I'm actually going to do a little bit of clear embossing at the end as well.
Ooh,
so
lovely.
I've chosen my colour tones, and I have got my light in there, which is my sandstone. So when you look at your first one, we're going to go in with the biggest piece. Now again, these stamps have been designed to work together, to layer on top of each other, and I know it's very difficult. Let's see if I can grab a piece of dark card underneath just to show you. There is a line underneath, so on the stamp there's a little bit of a spare part, and this is what is that you're going to use to layer up with. Now you need a good stamping platform, Becky, and I've got one, because I've got my 8x8 and I do love using this one. So I'm going to bring in some cardstock. And again, you're getting all of that on there. What I'm just going to do is hold it into place, Becky, by popping the magnets on. I'm not going to put them down at the bottom because I need that area for my stamp, but what I'm going to do is just make sure I've got them secured in the other places to hold it into place. So I'm going to hold that down. I'm just going to pop my stamp over the top, and I'm going to line that line up at the very bottom of my cardstock. And I've cut this to actual size, but you can choose a bigger size and then cut down as you wish to do so. But what we're going to do first is we're going to pop that one onto the platform. We're going to ink it all up, and I'm using quick dry inks, but of course you can use a multitude of different inks. You can use water reactive, you can use the quick dry. I love quick dry because the minute it touches the cardstock, ultra clean, because there's no smudges. It's not going to move anywhere. But what I'm just going to do is just going to pop that all over. You can use sticky ink as well, and then you could do these images in between, Becky, where you could pop your embossing onto it as well. But
nice idea.
I prefer the quick dry inks because I think not only can you get that crispness, but it's the fact that it dries instantly. So when I pop that down, and again, using this platform, I talked about this a lot in the show, is that you can create, and again, let me just show you. That is the beauty
Brilliant, isn't it?
Of quick dry. It's just instantly dry. But if you're not happy with the image, you can go back in and you can build up your ink, and that is why this platform for me is an essential. Now I know that on Tuesday Monday was a launch Monday, this one. We still had them in stock, but what I would just say is go and check the website out to see if we still do have them. But you can keep building that colour up, and you can see that depth coming there already. Actually, I'm quite happy with the two though, so I'm not going to use any more, because what I'm going to show you is how easy these layering stamps are to use. Beautiful. So I'm just going to clean my first stamp, going to pop the lid back on the ink, so we're going to take that one off. We're then going to choose that second stamp. So again, bringing the stamps back in, and again using your what's it called?
Diagram, packaging. Your guide on the front.
Packaging is the word I was looking for, but I like the diagram, Becky. The diagram one works for me, let me just tell you. So I'm going to now bring in the second one. Now you can see my colours choices of previous ones that I've been doing. But I'm just going to layer it again, and I'm just going to pop it onto the bottom there again. But this time I'm going to choose that next darker colour. So for this one, I'm going to go with, and don't laugh, I'm going with orange.
Okay.
Felt like a different colour, Becky.
Yeah, why
Felt
not?
like a different colour.
Mix it up.
Mix it up, definitely.
If you do need any of these quick dries, by the way, I've got some coming up for you in a bit.
Yeah, so that's the quick dry orange, and then I'm going to just stamp that now back over the top of the original image.
Okay.
And this then creates that beautiful 3D feel to it. And again, if you're not happy with that, I think it looks lovely, but you can go back in and add if you've got the right stamping platform. If you're just doing this on a normal stamping platform that doesn't have the magnetic basin to hold, might be a bit tricky to go back in with that second one and third one. So if you want to make sure, use your stamping platform that you know you're going to get that precision every single time. That's why we love using this one. But look at that, how fabulous is that looking? And it gives you that real wow factor.
Definitely.
Absolutely adore them, Becky. I honestly, genuinely mean it. These stamps, when I first saw them, and do you know what I loved about them as well? Is that versatility.
Yeah.
Because each one of these stamps, yes, they work brilliantly when they're layered up, but I could take these into my other styles of crafting and use them independently on their own as well.
Yeah,
so you've got like clouds and moons on there, and you've got the Santa Claus over the rooftops. So you absolutely could use this so many ways, not just in this collection, which is what I always love when I'm doing this. Now, third layer is going on the top, and I'm going to line it back up again. So you're using that bottom as the way to to grab that layering scene. We're going to then pop that back on. And then I'm going to go in with, I'm using my pigment ink for this one. So I'm going to use my pigment ink black. I'm going to pop that all over. I'm actually going to use some clear embossing powder with this as well. But you could use your quick dry ink. Truth be known, I can't find my quick dry ink black. Looked everywhere. I know, Becky, I know.
Where's that gone?
I've no idea. Honestly, I have no idea.
Is it in your new tidy craft room somewhere?
Yeah, that's the one that I've misplaced. And I thought it might be in my bag, because I thought, it'll be in my craft bag. That's where it'll be. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm thinking, well, I've obviously left it somewhere. I think I might have left it in the flat down at Peterborough. So when I go down there this weekend, I'm going to have a little root around.
Have a little nose.
If not, I'll just order another one and get myself another one. Now I'm just popping that on, and I want to make sure I've got this, because this is me pigment ink. I want to make sure I've got that really good crisp image. There we go. And then again, you could leave it, but you could also now pop on your, in fact we'll get that on. We'll put my clear embossing powder. Let me grab myself a little piece of cardstock. We pop that on there because I don't want it going on my platform. And then we're just going to pop that onto the top. And this is clear embossing powder, but of course you could use lots of different colours if you were using your white sticky ink, your finesse water, what is it called, water, do you know, today, Becky, me and my words today, just not working, they're not working.
Oh, but we all get them, we all get those days.
It's the heat resistant ink pad, the water, oh my days, why can't I remember what it's called? Oh, I'm having a senior moment, so I'll try and come back to it in a minute and remember which one it is. In truth be known, have a little look down here and see what it's called. I'm just going to be drying this off, so Becky, is there anything you want to be talking about?
Yes, there is actually. Just to let you know that if you do want the Christmas layering scenes, you've got the full collection, you have got that full amount. If you do want to just get a couple of them, we have got that offer on for you as well at the moment. So as always, head on over to our website and you'll be able to treat yourself to those, because we've got 2 for $26 or we've got 2 for $30. So if you do want that offer, then you can. Don't forget though, with this offer you're getting all of them and you're getting all of that cardstock for just a penny. So you can treat yourself that way as well. How's it going?
Oh, it's coming on fine. And here, presto, guess what I found?
What?
The translucent clear watermark.
I wondered what you
I don't know
where you're going with it.
That's the one that you need when you're using coloured embossing powders.
Right.
If you're using our opaque pigment ink pads, You do not need to use that one, Becky, because these are longer drying time. It's like a sticky ink as well as being the opaqueness on there and the pigment, but they're perfect for blending and they're also perfect for heat embossing, which is what this is.
Yeah.
But look how gorgeous that is.
Look at that
now.
gloss.
Absolutely beautiful. But we're not finished because we've got other things on there in that stamp set. So I'm now going to hold the bottom part down. Let's hold this into place. But we've got clouds on there as well, so we can be using things like our clouds. There's I want to say stars, the twinkling stars.
Oh, lovely.
So they're on there as well. So I'm just going to take off my other stamp there, pop that back onto the thing, and I'll clean that later. But you've got things like clouds as well, so you could make this a really lovely scene.
Yeah.
So you could be using your clouds onto there as well, and I'll just pop those on a couple and I'll show you the finished one afterwards. But I'm going to use the quick dry Oasis for this one.
Okay.
And then you just pop that on, and again you're just going to do exactly the same. You're going to stamp that stamp that stamp, ink that stamp. Oh dear. And then put that down and build up that scene, and then you can move those around and create some extra effects as well. So let's pop it onto that side. We'll do that side and we'll pick it up. But I'll show you the one that I've pre-done, Becky, what I did in a different inks. So let's pop that into there. But this is the fun bit, and this is what I love about them, the layering fact, the fun fact. They're just absolutely incredible. And if you are using quick dry inks, you've got that non-smudge element to it as well. But look, this is all you're going to do is just carry on building up your scene. So by that, I'll show you the one that I've actually finished. And I'll show you, I actually used my original one. I used water reactive inks. So I'll show you the difference between there. So I'm just going to move those out of the way for a second and bring in, let me move my stamps as well. Let's put those back on there. But there we go, that is, and if I just show you there, lovely. You can see the difference between the two. And I've used the Hello Santa that's on that stamp set as well. But the difference between the two is that you get a more different, so can you see with quick dry and with your hot, but both look equally as beautiful.
They do look lovely,
I didn't quite finish that one, but you get the gist of how you can build up that scene.
Yeah.
So let us pop my image into, with my new glue. So I'm going to pop that onto there, and again this is just now going to be turned into a card, but you can use, and if you did catch the show on Monday, I did a couple of boxes, I think I did a wall hanger, a couple of cards, different styles of cards, but just showing you the versatility and how you can use these beautiful stamps. And they really are beautiful, Becky, they're absolutely gorgeous. Now I've got myself a piece of stamping card that I've actually just turned into an easel card. It's 5x7 in size, and I've scored in the centre to create that easel, and that's actually going to be the front part of the easel, so that's going to sit onto the front.
Lovely.
But I'm just going to pop myself this onto the back here. Let me just pop some glue on, there we go. And I've added and attached a little ribbon on there.
That's pretty.
And that's going to act as my little stopper as well at the same time. So I'm just going to hold that into place. Lovely thing about all-purpose glue is if you do get a smidgen that comes out, I might have gone a little bit overzealous there with my new glue, you can rub it off. That's the lovely thing about the wet glue, the all-purpose glue. It just means that if you have any spillages or splodges, shall we say, not to worry, because you can get that glue off without ruining anything.
That's great.
And then lastly, I'm just going to pop that on. I think I'm going to use my tape pen for this one. Just pop this on. If you've ever caught any of our glue schools, you'll know why we use different glues for different things. So yeah, check out some of the glue schools. I think, did Debbie do the last one, if I remember rightly?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
I think Debbie did that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Debbie that did the last one. Yeah. So there you go, Becky. We have now got ourselves a beautiful Christmas layering scene. And if you always remember that the largest one, or the first set of the stamps, is the lightest colour, and then build up your colour, you will create this vision of where it gives you that effect of you can actually see that in the background and the foreground, it draws the eye in right, if that makes sense. It's
it gives it dimension.
Dimension, yeah, that's a great word. But they are fabulous, honestly, truly fabulous stamps. Very versatile as well, because let's not forget they work beautifully layered up, but each one of those stamps can be used in so many other ways with lots of your other crafty stash as well.
I just think these are going to be so much fun to play with. If you want to grab them, let me remind you what you're getting. You have got in here your Peace on Earth. I'm bringing to you the joy to the world. I love this colour collection. Think about how much fun this is going to be working with different colours. I've also got the Let It Snow, really outdoorsy feel. We've got your Jingle all the way in here. The Merry and Bright. I think this one's just so lovely. And again, think about the things you have at home that you could maybe put in the scene above this. I'm thinking about things such, butterflies, birds, etc. all year round. Joy I've got for you. This wonderful snowman here sat behind a little picket fence. Then I have got for you the watercolour card, don't forget. And the watercolour card itself, you're only going to be getting for £1. That's it, £1 for all of that. It is the last day of this event, so seize those bargains, take that chance and get your hands on some of these wonderful goodies. Now, of course, if you're going to be using these, if you're anything like me, whenever I get something new, you want to play with it loads and loads. So you may well need to stock up on your inks. And let me bring to you some quick dry inks, if I may. This is a massive collection, and you can see all of your colours that we're going to be bringing to you. I will go through them all for you as well, but just to give you an idea, look at the range you're getting within here. I've got some sort of baby tones in this. I've got some rich earthy tones as well. They're really all going on in here. So quick dry, I've got your Damson Wine. So this one, just to let you know, they're going to go with loads of other colours if you did want them, and some of these the lovely Debbie has been using, and I'll bring the other one for you, but that's why it's called the backup collection. I'm bringing to you your Frosty Jade as well as the Green Topaz. Those two together tonally would go great on one of these cards with that darker tone and the slightly lighter. I've got the Oasis, which Debbie used earlier on to create those wonderful sort of otherworldly clouds, if you will. We've got your Pale Fig, your Parakeet, and I've got your Sea Brown. That'd be a great one for rooftops as well, wouldn't it? Not only that, but you are getting for £1 the wonderful Smoked Emerald. So you're getting that for just £1. But again, please let me remind you, it's only for a couple of hours because that event is ending soon. If you would like another set, then I've got a massive range for you of it's a 9-pack collection of your beautiful quick dry inks with a different range of colours, and these are those wonderful hues that you're going to be able to get your hands on. You've got that beautiful bright red in there, you've got the oasis in there, you've got all of those the bright orange as well. That's one that the lovely Debbie used earlier on for that first layer of the sort of rooftops that she did. You've got that amethyst hues in there as well. So all of those treats, all of those colours, and again, have you seen that saving? You're saving nearly £9 or nearly $13 on those ones today. So if you need a big haul, grab both of those deals or pick which one you'd prefer to treat yourself to. It's a great opportunity. And remember, again, if you're platinum or it's your first ever order, you're still getting that platinum price on screen today, so do seize the moment on that one. We have got some adorable gift tags that some of these colours would be epic for. Now, what I love about these tags is their usability and also their versatility. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking you could have them as little bookmarks, you can have them in little homework planners, and of course tags on your Christmas presents. And look at how adorable they are. So with these, you're getting the characters and you're getting their face and you're getting their behind as well on these ones. We have got the adorable festive tags. You have got the reindeer. I'm also bringing to you your So Much Fun. We do love a pun. We've got for you the warm winter wishes. How stunning is the beauty that you have got on this incredible little, what's it called? Penguin, that's the one. Then I'm bringing to you your angel as well. The angel's got what's it called? Rejoice in the wonders of the season. We've got your gingerbread kisses. I love him. He reminds me of the one from Shrek. You know the one I mean? The not my gumdrop buttons. I think he says something like that. We've also got your glad tidings here with that nutcracker on it. Then we've got, this is Santa Claus. I like this Santa Claus. He looks very, very jolly with his little rosy cheeks. I'm bringing to you the Sending Christmas Cheers. This has got a mischievous little elf on it. It looks really cute. And it says you've got your sentiments in there as well, including you're on the nice list, which is a lovely one for gifts. And finally, one that I think you could use all year round, again, Christmas Sparkle. May your Christmas sparkle. Look how adorable she is. And I think you could do that for, you know, parties maybe, for little events, you know, like, you know, people have fairy tale parties and things, don't they? So there's loads of opportunity for you to have fun with these ones. Today's price, £40, yes, or $56.95. And that's a good price for these. But the fact that you also get the waterproof die, and this is in your Noir black. This is one that we could do. We have also got for you the wonderful Centura card as well. So there's a massive amount in here, a serious amount of sheets in there for you, which means you can create a sensational layered look today. We're bringing to you £32 platinum price, or $45.56. And just let me show you the shimmerability, not a word, but you get what I mean. You've got that wonderful shimmerability with these, and the fact that you're getting that, all of that collection, and you're getting that £1 deal, this really is something extra special. So if you do want to seize the moment, you're going to get all of those characters and that ink and that cardstock for, if you're platinum, just £32.45.56. It's your final chance, do not forget of this, so do seize the moment on this wonderful bundle. We have got a fabulous demonstration coming up with these, because I think these are the types of things you can make that will make a lot of people smile, aren't they, Debbie?
Oh, honestly, they're just so super good. Can I show you a few things?
Please do.
Let me show you a few things, because there's lots of things. When you think of a Christmas tag, you think, oh, it's just one thing that it can do. No, it can do so much more. It really can. So, of course, it could be things like, I mean, I love this one Leslie's done. This one is a lovely tag that attaches itself to a bag, but it's the cuteness factor of them. They are so super cute. I absolutely love them. So yeah, that can be a tag for a gift bag.
Okay.
It can actually be a little feature on a bottle hanger. So a Christmas bottle that you're going to gift to a loved one, it can be a little feature that sits in there, but it can also be a removable one as well. And then when you take that out, and I love how she's done this one. This one is Julie's with the little tassel. I love that tassel. That were another thing I found. I found lots of tassels in my craft room. I did, yeah. I found all sorts in there. But you've got that cute factor of the front and the behind, and I just love it. Let me just show you again. So it's almost like that little peekaboo element to it, which is just so super cute, and that fits into there. So that can be a tag, a bottle tag. But what about things like gift cards as well? And the one that Laura's done here, I just think is absolutely beautiful. So again, attached to the front of a card. Of course, it can be removable, so you just have it nice and removable. But isn't that a lovely feature where she's popped it into its own little home there, and then a nice little gift for someone as well. I just think that is added, and there's honestly, we did the launch for this one on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. So you can go back and see the launch show to that one. But they're so cute. The elements, the fun factor, getting kids involved, your grandkids involved, your craft groups and things like that. Everyone's going to love these, and all of these designs are really beautiful. And all of the tags are slightly different as well because of that different design for each one.
I see.
So all I've done for this, Becky, is I've taken a couple of pieces of strips of long card, because what I'm going to do for mine, and especially I want you to bear this in mind when you're doing a bit of alcohol colouring, because alcohol colouring we know will seep through, and it seeps through for a reason. So don't think it's like a design flaw or anything like that. So when I'm making my tags, I like to do the front and the back separately and bring them together, marry them in the middle, so that you're not getting any of that seepage through on either side, if that that makes sense. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. So if you was doing something like a colouring medium that doesn't do that, so things like your
like pencils,
your colour
blends,
colour blends, things like your water ones as well. So if you're going to use any water-based ones, that's fine as well, because that's not going to that colour's not going to seep through. But for alcohol colouring, it will do. So that's why I like to do a front and a back, and then meet in the middle.
Great.
So with that, I'm going to start with my 2 pieces of cardstock, and I'm just going to pop that into place, and then I'll do the stamping afterwards, Becky. So I need a little bit of low-tack tape. I keep remembering it's behind the machine. It's behind the machine, and I'm just going to hold that into place and run that through my Gemini Junior. So again, you'll see that because of the size of that die, it will fit through most machines. And I say most, it's even going to fit through your mini. And if you are using your smaller machine, you can keep it nice and small. But of course, you can extend it still. You just need to leave bit of it
tail
overhanging, a tail out of it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think I said that right. So when we take that off, we have now got, and I'm just going to, I've done it again, be careful, Debbie. You've now got that element there which is ready to cut out, and I'm going to snip these down in a second.
Okay.
But you just repeat that onto the back part as well. So we're just going to do that again.
I suppose by doing the front and the back and then sandwiching them together, you're giving it a nice sturdiness as well, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Becky, absolutely. A nice sturdy bookmark or gift tag or whatever it is that you want. I mean, some of these, this is super cute. Look how gorgeous that is. It is really, really lovely. With a little tag, let me just show you. I just think these are lovely. Do you know, I actually spied something in the centre. They've been putting chocolates in there, though, that design team member. They're naughty, aren't they, popping things like that? You know, it might go missing later on when I get a little bit peckish. But there's so many cute ways that you can use these. They are fabulous, and I love something that gives us a little bit of fun. You know, something that adds that little bit of fun factor to it, and that's exactly what these do. So I'm just going to pop that into there, and then all we're going to do is we're going to trim these down. So you can use your scissors, you can use a guillotine. If you're going to be using your guillotine, just take care when you come in on this part, because this little bit comes out.
Okay.
But I will just, for the time being, snip that off there. Oh, actually, you could have a really fancy tag here, couldn't you? Because we could go a little bit of a different shaped tag.
Yeah.
Like a bit like a grandfather clock at the minute.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So let's pop that down there, just to give me that little, and then I'll do the stamping part. But then, of course, trim down there. Now, I'm going to do the stamping bits, like I said, in 2 parts. So this is that lovely Christmas sparkle. And you're going to pop one that fits in. Now, like I said, they've been designed to work. Each individual one has its own tag, because they've been designed to work and fit the design in each one of them.
Great.
And you can see just by popping that into place that that's going to work perfectly. And I'm just going to pick that up with my, I'll do one at a time, Becky. Not try and be clever doing 2 at a time. And depending on your colouring medium will depend on the ink pad that you are using. Because I'm going with the alcohol, I am using the Finesse alcohol proof. Clue is on the tin.
Lovely.
Or the packaging here is where you've got your colouring pen. So again, I'm just going to pop that on, bring that down a little bit.
And is that the 6x6 platform?
This is the 6x6, yeah. It will go on the smaller ones as well, but I'm just trying to get myself measured in there without making too much of a mess like I did a second ago, because I dropped it on there, but not going to worry too much. But look, she fits in beautifully, and the same applies to the front one as well. So when we bring the front one in,
we do have the 6x6 on offer at the moment. If you want to have a look at the website, there's a little bit of a nail on it.
Oh, I see. I love this. I like when things like that happen. And then I'm going to do exactly the same, but this time with the other panel. So I'm going to go in on the front. So we're just going to take that. And there, look how lovely that's looking. Now I'm going to get my guillotine, Becky, because I'm going to trim those pieces down. Like I said, if you're steady with your hands, you can go in with your scissors if you're steady.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go in with my guillotine, and I'm taking care not to get me little, I don't want to cut a wing off.
You don't want to lop a wing off.
No, I don't want to cut a wing off. I want to keep a nice and wings intact.
Yeah,
That's the word I was thinking
Yeah.
of. I'm thinking, how can I describe that? Yeah, wings intact. But again, I'm just going to go in and use that, and then I'm just going to trim down there.
She'd be great as well for like thank you cards to the Tooth Fairy as well, wouldn't she? You know, things like
Becky,
that.
I like that. That's a fabulous idea. Yeah, not just for Christmas.
No.
Oh, I like that. That's a cracking idea. That's a brilliant idea, Becky. I really like that.
Yeah, because it's
See,
nice when some things are all year round, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Absolutely.
These stamp and dies aren't just for Christmas.
And then what you're going to do is do a spot of colouring. So again, let me just pop that onto there and that onto there. I'm using some tri-blends.
Okay.
I'm going to go in with the fair skin. We'll go in and we'll colour her in. But this is like I said, I mean, can you imagine doing some Christmas crafting with your grandkids or your
Oh,
kiddies?
it'd be lovely.
Absolutely would be lovely. I can't wait for Sapphire. She's just started. She's 3 now. She just turned 3, and she were doing while I've been away. My daughter sent me pictures of her doing a little bit of spot of crafting.
Oh, what's she been making or doing?
So do you know little pots that you paint? So you get your little plaster of Paris pots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she were. And oh, honestly, it was lovely just to
so
see her
nice.
concentrated. And I thought, oh, that's it. So my desk that I have actually chosen in my craft room has got an extra little area that pulls out, and I did that with her in mind. Obviously, Ezra, when he's a little bit older, but he's a bit tad young. He's just started crawling, Becky.
Oh, bless.
He's crawled while I've been away.
Oh.
I'm like, I did see him starting, and he was starting, but he's actually mastered it all now, and he's crawling
And
away.
I bet he doesn't want to stop, does he?
No, his poor mum. She looked haggard last night when I FaceTimed her. She was like, he won't sit still, Mum. I'm like, nope, that's it now. Trouble ahead. Oh, but honestly, so cute. But yeah, so my little pull-out craft table. It's got a little area where grandkids can sit.
That is so magical. You're going to make some brilliant memories crafting in that room.
Honestly, I can't tell you how much I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Oh, that's lovely.
But yes, it's going to be lovely. So the challenge is I've got to make sure I keep a nice, tidy, clean craft room from now until then.
And how likely do you think that is? Now that you've got a tidy craft room, do you think?
Well, no, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be all right. I've decided that the old craft room is no more.
Right.
And we are keeping on top, and I'm gonna continue that forever. She says. Big bold statements. Come back in a year and we'll see.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I'm not, when I asked you that question initially and your answer was, I don't even think you'd convinced yourself. So now, to be like 100%, you really are, you turn on the sixpence, as they say.
Yeah, well, I'm going, do you know what I am going to try is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, of course. And I just think, all that hard work though, Becky, I just don't want to repeat it again.
No.
Because it nearly broke me. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
I
lie.
bet.
I had a few, I'm not going to lie, I had a fair few tears.
Oh, bless you.
I genuinely did.
Yeah.
It was a bit overwhelming. And because I was on my own, there was nobody to help. I had to do it all on my own, and it was a little bit overwhelming at times.
And there's that bit of any tidying mission where it looks worse, doesn't it? It gets worse before it gets better.
Oh, and that's exactly what it was like. And every time I moved and emptied the bag, I kept thinking, oh no.
Not more stuff.
No, every single time, Becky, I moved something, there was something else, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me, Debbie? Are you kidding me? Is this really how things are? But honestly, it was well worth it. Well worth the blood, sweat, tears, bruises, and everything else.
It does look fab, it really does.
Now, I'm not going to carry and continue colouring because I get a little bit lost in the world of colouring, but you get the idea of how you would put these together. So I'm going to bring in the two that I've already pre-coloured in. So let's move that out of the way for the time being. And you can see now fully coloured in.
Oh,
they look absolutely fabulous. And because you do have that come through with and like I said, the nature of alcohol pens is that will always happen. So please don't think it's something you can prevent. And that's not just just with our pens, it's with everybody's pens. So that is why I like to do this with it, pop them both together, and then you can then decorate it up. And I'll bring in the one that I've previously done, because all you're going to do then is, and I've only added panels to these, Becky. I've just added some panels. And do you know which paper pad this is from? And I can tell you because I know I love this one so much. It's one of my newest favourite pads, the Gnome.
Oh, the gnome.
Nature's Garden gnome. I absolutely love that. And there you go. And just by adding a little tiny bit of ribbon into the top hole, which is already being punched out for you. You don't have to do it. It's been die cut for you. They've been designed to work that way. But there we have got a lovely, and I say a gift tag. I want to see this as a bookmark, this one, Becky.
Lovely.
Because all I did with that one was I decorated one of my cards up and just added this element where I could pop that through, and literally when I feed that through the middle there, it creates that lovely little, not only just a nice card to give to somebody, but a lovely keepsake that they can get rid of card if they want. Then they can keep that for reading. Now I love reading. I don't know about anybody else. I know Jan does, because Jan's daughter's an author and fabulous as well. Her books are amazing. But yeah, you could use that as a little gift keep to someone, to gift to them, so that they can use that in their books. And I'm forever, I don't like turning pages over, so I'm always sticking bits of paper in. I don't like ruining book, which I know you probably think like mad, because I do love book folding. Another craft that I do love, but I don't like folding, when I'm reading, I don't like folding them over. I like to keep them nice and crisp. So something like a bookmark is absolutely fabulous to have.
Great.
Yeah. So don't just think of it as a Christmas tag, think of other things that you can do with it as well.
That's brilliant. And if you would like to create some of those ideas, let me briefly remind you exactly what you're getting in here. Fun-filled Christmas. If you would love the ravishing reindeer, you're getting lots of stamps in there, 6 in that one in total. We've got your snow, much fun with the snowman and sentiment, 6 again. We've also got your warm winter wishes, which you can treat yourself to with the penguin. If you'd like to create the one that the lovely Debbie just did, then we have got for you the Christmas sparkle, and that's got the fairy on there. We bring into you peace and joy. Just adore this angel. And again, think about using different colours and the different representations of those. Lovely for the likes of christening gifts as well. You've got your gingerbread man too, which could be great if you are planning on getting the mixing machine die. You could actually have like a little character there as well as a hint, couldn't you? We have the Nutcracker on Glad Tidings, Santa Claus or Father Christmas himself on your ho ho ho, and then we've got your sending Christmas cheer with your mischievous elf. Again, 6 different stamps in there. All of that, and you're getting the wonderful Finesse Spectrum Noir waterproof stamper. That's your Noir Black, and you're getting the shimmer coming through on that Centura as well. All of that today, big saving again, because you're getting those treats for a penny. You're spending just £40 or $56.95. Unless you platinum or you're new, and then you're getting it for even bigger bargain. So we have got so much more to come. We are going to be chatting more, making more demos, giving you more bargains. But for now, let's learn a little bit more about our US shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We have already been inspired so much, and I haven't even got to a collection that is sure to make you smile. If you love textures, if you love collage, if you love mixed media, this is about to make you smile massively. And that's even before I talk about that mega discount. Have you seen how massive that is, especially for the amount you're getting in here? We have got a collection that is going to give you buildable, workable, and could even be tactile elements to your designs and cards. Starting off, I've got a little town of Bethlehem, and as you can see, you're getting a big range of stamps in here. You're getting the separate stamps as well as frames. You're getting that vision of Joseph, Mary and the baby as well as all of these elements. You're getting scripture in here as well, which you could layer up in many different designs. Also got for you your Oh Holy Night. This one's got the angel in it, which I think would go great with the pieces we've just done. Two, you've got for you the lovely candle details. I've got this one, which I have to say I think is going to be great for all of your advent calendars. You could use this on actual homemade advent calendars if you wanted to. This is your glad tidings, and you're getting the wonderful wreath in here, which of course we know that it's a festive feel, but this one, it's a very sort of summertime design too. So if you like working with wreaths, that's a great one, maybe even for Easter. Bringing to, oh, I just love this one. I think the church in this is such a lovely design. It's really intricate, and you've got these elements that are very much of sort of autumnal feel, winter feel. You could use these on the cards that you already have. I love the idea of this one with your watercolour Christmas, if you manage to get it, because you know in watercolour Christmas you've got the different dimensions of the snowmen. This very much matches that up, so that's a lovely one. I've got Oh Christmas Tree. This one feels traditional. Anyone got any musicians in their family? Great, because you've got the stave on here with the, you've got your treble clef starting off, all of those musical notes. You've got lyrics to some of your songs here, as well as a very realistic and quite vintage Christmas tree. I've got your Merry Christmas. This is with your poinsettias. Again, giving you a really lovely detail and festive feel, but also you're getting the textures details in here, almost like a wood grain-esque effect. Really interesting. You're going to be able to have a lot of fun with that one. And finally, look at this. Again, it's the feel of these. You've got almost like your postage and stamp marks over here, or your seals, if you will. I've got this very ornate, in this essence, golden element, really fleur-de-lis almost in feel. And this is your, and you've got lots of sentiments such as have a holly jolly Christmas. This is a set that you're going to have a lot of fun with, and the fact that today you're getting at standard price nearly £14 saving, or nearly $18 off. Platinum prize, forget about it, an absolute discount bargain. You are going to be able to make card after card, day after day, year after year, remember, because these aren't going anywhere once you've got them. So do seize the moment. And if you fancy being inspired, oh, check out these cards. They're fab, aren't they, Debbie?
Oh, they are incredible. Our design team, they've just made a beautiful job with these. They're absolutely gorgeous. And can I say to you with these is that there's going to be no two cards the same because of the collage element, and that's what I love about them. You can build up those textures and those layers, and you can use, and again, because it's a stamp, all the different types of stamping techniques that you can do, from quick dry to heat embossing to stamping on vellum, stamping on acetate, lots of things that you're going to be able to do to create some different things. Just want to show you a few of these cards though, because they are incredible. A lovely one that Monica's done here, and everything that she's created for this card has been using that collection, and it is absolutely fabulous. That's the holly one there, just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to move that one out of the way for a second because I want to show you. I mean, look at this, Becky. Oh, Kerry. Wow. Kerry, I adore this. It is beautiful, and Kerry's done that. She's used the textures and stamped onto vellum as well as other things as well. And I mean, that one for me is just absolutely sensational. I adore that. Look at the beautiful, Alison's done a fabulous job here with those gorgeous Christmas snowmen. They're absolutely fabulous. And then a lovely one here that our fabulous Jan's done, which is, and again, adding the additional things that you've got in other collections that you can bring in. That music script is phenomenal. And then the glad tidings, again, a beautiful one here by Kerry, just absolutely gorgeous. Lots of things that you're going to be able to do with these. These are really gorgeous stamp sets, and I know that when you've got them at home, you're going to absolutely love playing with them. Now I've got myself a set of quick dry inks here, so I've gone with a black, a brown, a green and a yellow. When I say that, I mean honey pot, parakeet, seal brown and black is what I've got. But I am using the glad tidings. Now this is how the sets come to you, so I'm just going to pop that there for a second. Let me bring in some white cardstock so you can see it underneath there. But this is where you've got those stamps to play with. You've got your textured parts, you've got elements where you're going to build up your scenes, and little features like the things like the corner ones. The actual fact that you've got your 25th there as well, I just think again is really fabulous. So I'm going to bring in one of my 6x6 stamping platforms again. I've got my stamping mat, and we're going to build up some textures. Now I've taken, and I say scraps of paper, I've just inked around some edges here because I'm going to build up my scenes with these. Now I've got some watercolour card, I've got some white stamping card, I've got some desert neon at storm on there as well. So there's lots of things that you can use in your crafty stash. The fun bit is the actual playing and building of textures and layers, and that is what we're going to do with. So I'm going to start with the top one. I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to create myself a little bit of a background using the background one. So I'm going to use that, pop that onto the stamping platform, ink it all up, and again using quick dry, Becky, for me, a must, because the minute you stamp it down and create your texture, sorted,
brilliant,
done and
isn't it?
dusted. And the lovely thing about this, and this is what I love about these stamps, is there is no right or wrong way. You can go in, you can stamp as much as you want, as little as you want, and just add the texture and build that texture up.
That's great,
How
isn't
fabulous
it?
was that?
Oh,
Quick, super easy, done and dusted.
And it's dry already, don't forget.
And dry, and I'm going to bring in my other piece. So that's my bits that I've already done, Becky.
If you do want the quick dry, we have got the offers on for it at the moment where you're getting some for a penny.
Oh, I still can't get over this event. I think it's been absolutely phenomenal all week. It's been fabulous. What some great deals that you're going to be able to get. I mean, come on, amazing. Look at this. There's two backgrounds done really quite quickly.
Yeah.
I do exactly the same with the one. So I'm going to stick in with my textured background part, ink on. And like I said, you think of all the things that you can stamp with. Think of all the materials that you can stamp with. Think of the different inks that you can stamp with and the different textures that you can create by mixing up like your quick dries with your heat embossing techniques, with your other inks. I mean, incredible. They're absolutely incredible. I love these. This is when I love, and I do get excited. I would never want for stamping until Jan got me into it.
Right.
All I needed were the right tools, Becky, to be honest, to enjoy the stamping. But for me, the fun bit about stamping is that creativity.
Yeah.
I never know what I'm gonna create when I'm using collage stamps, and that's what I love about them. And the fact that you can build up that texture and that layer and have a really good old play with them, I just adore them. I will never tire of any of our collage things because they're just incredible. Got 3 quick backgrounds there done quite quickly. Quite quickly on 3 different kinds of mediums. So that's my background one done. So I'm going to pop that back onto there. And then I'm going to bring in, let's bring in this one, the lovely, it's Christmas ornaments, isn't it, in America? Is that right?
Yes, we call them baubles here in the UK.
Yes. stamps. Yeah, baubles. So yeah, I can never. We call them Christmas baubles. Christmas baubles, Christmas ornaments. Going to bring this one back in. So I'm going to create a bit of a design now. So we're going to go in with that quick dry again, and then pop that down. And at the minute, it's just, you know, you're just texturing it up. And again, I'm just going to put a couple on there. But then you can colour these in because they're an open stamp. It means that you can add your texture, add your colouring mediums to them and colour them in. So that's created that. Now, when I've coloured it in, Becky, and I'm just going to bring it in to show you the difference between the two. So that is when it's coloured in, and I've used alcohol pens with that one. So you can colour in with your quick dry with the alcohol pens as well, but if you want, you know, to get your crispness, use your alcohol finesse proof ink pad to create that. But look how gorgeous that now looks and is ready to use. Now that's that one done, Becky. So what shall we do? We'll do the wreath. Let me grab another piece of tissue to clean me stamp. Okay. And give it a nice clean up there, ready for the next person to use. Right, pop that back onto there. So we'll take the wreath. So let's pop the wreath on. Now, again, if depending on your colouring medium, depending on what you're going to be using, I am, because, again, I've been using alcohol inks. I'm just going to use my Finesse alcohol ink pad. Okay. Pop that all the way around. Let's grab a scrap of paper to do that one with. So let's pop that onto there. And then stamp your wreath. There we go. So pop that all the way around.
I do love that wreath. I feel it is so
beautiful.
Pretty.
It really, really is beautiful. Debbie didn't quite wipe up the ink there, dearie me, never mind. But it doesn't matter because I've already got one that I've pre-done. But we'll add us 25 into the centre of it. Do you know what I love about this one, Becky?
Go on.
It's like it's like an aged 25.
Hey, yes,
it's aged. It's not a solid, so it gives you that aged look.
Lovely.
And I really like that little feature to that one.
Makes you feel a bit vintage.
Yes, a bit. That's a good word, Becky. I like that one. A vintage look. But again, when you colour that in, now I'm just going to put my ink pad back on there for a second. And all I did with this one, Becky, was I'm knocking everything down last minute. Stay. All I did with this, Becky, when I did colour it in, was I actually just took my scissors and cut around it. So add the colour, and then take your scissors and cut around the design. And again, really easy to do, but doesn't that look really beautiful?
Really does, yeah.
So we've got ourselves a panel done. We've got ourselves a little centre bit done. Yeah. We've already got some backgrounds here as well. Do you know what? I think we might be ready to actually put the card together as well. Yeah, I think I'm quite ready. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are honestly a great stamp set that you're going to have a lot of fun with these, and you're going to never, I promise you'll never have two cards the same, unless you design them that way, but your cards will never be the same. They will have different features to them every single time that you use them.
That's lovely.
So I've got myself some black matte cardstock, so let me grab one of my glues. There we go. And I'm just going to attach that to the back. But yeah, fun factor, collage. I love stamps that give us that collage effect, and that's exactly what these do. They are incredible.
And you could easily use them with the layering stamps that we did earlier on, couldn't you?
Becky, of course you could. Yeah, you could add, bring some extra texture into those.
Make them a little bit almost abstract then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, do you know that you've got some cracking ideas. Cracking ideas, yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm just going to bring in a piece of black matte cardstock to do a little bit of matting and layering on that one. So we'll pop that onto there.
It looks so good with the black, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just makes it pop a little bit on the black. And if you've noticed, I've not gone overly, with matte and layers, I've not gone overly big on this one. Just take like 1/4 of an inch bigger than the actual piece. But again, that's, a choice that, you can have. So that's that bit done. I'll just add a little bit, I've got a little piece of a black square, because I want to cover a little bit of that up. Seems a shame, however, I do want to create a little bit of a, we'll do that one. Because I'm going to add my wreath onto the front of that as well.
Lovely.
So I'm going to pop that on. So I could have gutted that and cut that out and used it for something else. But not to worry, because I think it still looks quite striking.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's your own, you've created it, you've, with a bit of ink, you've created that. So I'm going to pop this onto the front, but I'm going to raise it. So I'm going to use some foam pads. You'll find all of these things that I'm using, all the glues, all the foam pads, all the stamping platforms, all the inks. You'll find everything on our website. For, you know, if you want to go and have a little look over there. But everything there is already available.
Brilliant.
Now I'm gonna have it a twist, so I'm gonna pop that this way instead. So let's just pop that down and lift that off. Is that in the center? Not quite. Let's just get, yeah, that looks about right. So I'm just gonna pop that on there. And then there's other things on this as well. So it's Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I've added a little it's Christmas and just going to attach that to the back of there. So let me just use a bit of tape on the bottom.
Okay.
And it is Christmas on the 25th. We worked out the other day, it was at 137, so about 135 now maybe, or something like, no, less than that.
Well,
I know. We tried working it out, Becky, the other day from when we did the Monday launch. It was 137 days from Monday. So minus the 6. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday. Minus the 6. Thank you very much, Adam. Brains of Britain in me there. 131 days to Christmas.
Is that, as it were, today, or is that remembering that this is a pre-record?
I've gone to the Sunday. Me and Adam, we were on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
we went to the
good.
Sunday into the future. So yeah, absolutely. Now I'm bringing in a card fold, and this literally is, when I say it's just a fold back card, so let me just get that the right way around. A fold back card that we've got here, and this is where my panel is going to sit. So I'm going to pop my glue just in, but creating your own card from a bit of stamping, Becky, for me is really, really creative.
Yeah.
You are you know, you're in control of your own card. You're not mixing and matching papers. You're actually creating with the stamps, which is what I absolutely adore about this collection. It really is a beautiful collection.
That's great.
And this is just one of the stamp sets. Just one.
Yeah, and you've been able to create so much texture.
Exactly.
And, yeah, it's brilliant.
Exactly. And it's just, honestly, they're fabulous. They really are fabulous. So I'm going to pop that on, and then I'm going to add this piece. I'm going to go a little bit Katie corner onto there. So I'm just going to, let me just centralise that. I'm just going to put a bit of glue just onto the back side of that one. There we go. Oh, did you hear Adam then?
Director Adam has just said,
so true.
This may well be the first show that Debbie has gone through and hasn't used chunky glue.
No, he's right.
Yeah,
haven't.
You haven't.
My favourite glue. My favourite glue that I found an absolute bag full, let me just tell you.
Oh.
I'm not getting any more because, again, back in that craft room, I pulled out a bag. I thought, what's this? Opened it up. There were glues, there were tape pens, there were foam pads.
Oh, but it was
and
like
chunky
Christmas.
glue galore. It was like a chunky glue galore heaven. It was. So I was like really, really excited when I found that. But there you go.
Oh,
We've
it's
got
lovely.
our lovely card, all made using from a background paper to the foreground part. Of course, obviously, I did a little bit of cheating because I'd already coloured that in. But this is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to create using these collage stamps. They are incredible. And let me just tell you, they're really craft affordable, because that's not a lot of pennies there that you're going to be able to go to create all your Christmas all in one go.
Yeah.
And each one individual and different. And when you're using different inks and different eating methods and different materials to stamp onto, oh my days, it's just like, when I think about it, there's just so much potential with these. They are absolutely incredible, and I love them.
As we say often, the only limitation is your own imagination, so seize the moment on these ones. We are bringing to you a little town of Bethlehem, which you may well have noticed, I've just peeled off this bottom star here because I wanted to place it on top of this, and it fits in perfectly. So you could do double layers with these if you wanted to. The lyrics, by the way, on this one are the actual lyrics to the hymn, Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, so that's a lovely addition there. We've got Oh Holy Night, the wonderful angel, the candle, which of course we could use all year round. We've got the wreath. This is the one that we were just using in that wonderful demo there with the 25. We're bringing to you brightest blessings. You've got that church there, those lovely ding dong bells, great again for maybe winter weddings. Bring in for you those silly snowmen, as I say, but I tried to say snowman to make it two different words, not like John Spiderman. We're bringing to you the snowmen, and we're bringing to you the two different characters there. And I've got for you, oh, Christmas time, you've got your stave with your music notes, your lyrics in here, as well as your frames. Great to use around photographs, don't forget. Your poinsettia I'm bringing to you, really lovely rich hues on that one, really pretty, and almost this like wood grain, which again texture-wise will be great. Use it just as Debbie did. And then we're bringing you your Merry Christmas as well. If you want to get your hands on these, now is your chance to really create individuality, because as we've said before, no two cards will be the same with that. So feel free to treat yourself. It's not the only thing that we have on the show though. As we mentioned earlier on, we do have for you your creator card, and these are definitely things that you'll want to get your hands on because they truly are all year round. Think about all the different aprons you could create. If you've got someone who loves baking, or maybe loves watching the Bake Off, or maybe does gardening, or maybe loves, you know, a bit of DIY, even lovely actually for, there's a restaurant near me that's a little bit sort of quirky and posh, and all of their people who wait on you have like snazzy little aprons. You could do them for businesses like that. Loads you could do with those. Just change the paper, all of the dies in there. Then we've also got for you, for your Mixed with Love collection, you've got that wonderful mixer, which of course is a mixer that you, the type you might have with a hook, so you can use it for cakes, but also people who love making bread and the likes, and you're getting 13 in there. And then I'm bringing to you your Spring Fever collection. Check out the colours. That one, of course, is sizing in your 8x8, and we've got a glue pen because, as we know, we can't get enough of them. This is your final day of that discount deal, so the fact that you have got nearly £35 or nearly $45 saving is astonishing. So seize the moment on that if you do want those savings. Debbie, thank you so much for today. It's been fab working with you as always. Great makes, right?
Oh, I've really enjoyed it, Becky. It's been lovely. We've had some fabulous things on the show. We've had a fabulous week here at Crafters TV.
We have
indeed.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely fabulous. So I will be back again. I think it's next week. From the Sunday, because we're in the future.
Yeah.
I think it's next week that I'm going to be here. But yeah, looking forward to it, Becky. So thank you very much for today. It's been lovely.
Well, we will keep our peepers peeled for you. Don't forget, you can find the lovely Debbie and all of us, in fact, on socials. Again, it is your final day of the in for a penny, in for a pound treat. So do make sure you're checking out those baskets. Remember, we've got Wake Up Call tomorrow morning. You've got the lovely Craig and Ben in with you to start your day off right. But again, if you want to make the most of these final few moments of your in for a penny, in for a pound, take a breath, check out those baskets, and then you'll make sure that you've got all of those fantastic deals, including the last few on the Gemini. Thank you as always for joining us. You're fabulous. We'll see you soon.